The aroma of old books and freshly brewed coffee filled the air. Sunlight streamed through the bookstore's large windows, casting warm rays on the shelves, lined with stories waiting to be discovered. A gentle hum of conversation filled the air, punctuated by the clatter of ceramic mugs and the soft rustle of turning pages. In a cozy corner, nestled between a towering stack of novels and a vintage record player, sat a small table for two. It beckoned with the promise of a quiet afternoon spent lost in the pages of a captivating tale. A cup of steaming coffee warming your hands. The bookstore cafe was a sanctuary, a place where time seemed to slow down, inviting you to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and lose yourself in the comforting embrace of words and caffeine. It was a place for chance encounters and unexpected connections, a haven for book lovers and dreamers alike. A young woman with fiery red hair and bright, curious eyes browsed the shelves, her fingers trailing lightly over the spines. She was searching for a specific poetry collection, her heart thrumming with anticipation. Across the aisle, a man with tousled brown hair and kind eyes was also engrossed in his search. He was looking for a gift for his niece, hoping to ignite in her the same love for stories that he had. His gaze fell upon a familiar title, the very same poetry collection the young woman sought. Their hands brushed as they both reached for the last copy. A jolt of surprise, a flutter of something unexpected. He looked up, startled, and met her gaze. Her green eyes, wide with surprise, softened as a smile touched her lips. "Oh, I'm so sorry," she stammered, her cheeks flushing a delicate pink. "You go ahead. I think I saw another copy on the next shelf." No, please," he insisted, his voice warm and reassuring. "You saw it first. I wouldn't dream of taking it." They stood there for a moment, their gazes locked, a silent conversation passing between them. The air crackled with an undeniable energy, a spark of connection ignited by a shared love for words. "Tell you what," he said, a mischievous glint in his eyes. "How about we share it? You can read it first, then I'll pick it up from you when you're done." Her eyes widened in surprise, then a slow smile spread across her face. "I like the way you think," she said, her voice a soft murmur. He led her to the cozy corner table, pulling out a chair for her with an easy grace. They ordered their coffees, his a strong Americano, hers a creamy latte with a sprinkle of cinnamon. As they talked, they discovered a shared passion for literature, their conversation flowing effortlessly from one topic to another. He told her about his niece and her love for fairy tales, and she shared her dream of one day opening a bookstore of her own. The afternoon flew by in a blur of shared laughter and whispered secrets. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the bookstore, they knew it was time to leave. "I should probably get going," she said, her voice tinged with reluctance. "Me too," he agreed, his gaze lingering on hers, "but perhaps we could do this again sometime, maybe continue our conversation over dinner." She smiled, a warmth spreading through her chest. "I'd like that very much," she replied, her voice barely a whisper. And as they walked out of the bookstore together, the promise of something special hung in the air, as delicate and intoxicating as the aroma of old books and freshly brewed coffee.